Good morning students, welcome back again. In last video, we discussed about those events which happened after calling of non-cooperation movement such as Swaraj Party formation, Puran Swaraj resolution and Simon Commission. In this video, we will discuss about a new movement started by Gandhiji and learn how Salt March paved the way for civil disobedience movement. Let's start with Salt March or Dandi March. According to Gandhiji, salt is a commodity which is consumed by each and everyone. So, it has a power to unite all Indians and can help in making the movement broader. So, keeping all these things in mind, Gandhiji chose it as a symbol that could unite the nation. Now, the question arises, why Salt March started? Let's discuss about it. Mahatma Gandhi wrote a letter to Viceroy Irvin on 31st Jan 1930 in which he put 11 demands. Some of these demands were of general interest and some were of different classes from industrialists to peasants. The idea was to make all people unite. The most important demand was to abolish the salt tax. British government imposed the tax on salt and took monopoly over its production. Mahatma Gandhi gave ultimatum to Irvin and said that if the demands will not be completed till 11th March, then on 12th March, Congress would start a nationwide movement known as Civil Disobedience Campaign. But in spite of all this, demands were not fulfilled by Irvin, which showed the oppressive face of British rule. So, Gandhiji launched another movement on 12th March 1930 known as Salt March or Dandi March. Gandhiji, along with his 78 volunteers, walked over 240 miles from Sabarmati to Dandi coastal town for 24 days. They walked 10 miles per day. Wherever Gandhiji stopped, thousands of people came to hear Mahatma Gandhi and he told them the meaning of Swaraj. On 6 April, he reached Dandi and violated the salt law by manufacturing salt by boiling seawater. This marked the beginning of civil disobedience movement. Students, here question arises, how this movement was different from non-cooperation movement. Students, in non-cooperation movement, people were asked not to cooperate with the Britishers. But in this movement, they not only broke the connections with the Britishers, but also broke the colonial laws and disobeyed the British officials. After this movement, thousands in different parts of the country broke salt law, manufactured salt and strikes in front of government salt factories. As the movement spread, foreign cloth was boycotted, liquor shops were picketed, peasants refused to pay the chowkidari taxes, tribal community disobeyed the forest law made by British. Worried by the development, colonial government reacted to this very brutally. Students, how the British government reacted against civil disobedience movement. Number 1, many leaders were arrested including Abdul Ghaffar Khan in April 1930. Abdul Ghaffar Khan was also known as Frontier Gandhi. By this action of Britishers, angry crowds demonstrated in the streets of Peshawar, facing police firing. Many were killed. A month later, when Mahatma Gandhi himself was arrested, then industrial workers in Sholapur attacked police posts, municipal buildings, law courts and railway stations that symbolize British rule. The Britishers were very frightened by this and they reacted very brutally to this. Peaceful satyagrahis were attacked, women and children were beaten, about 1 lakh people were arrested. In such a situation, Gandhiji decided to call off movement and signed a pact with Irvin known as Gandhi-Irvin Pact on 5th March 1931. Now question arises, what was Gandhi-Irvin Pact? According to this, Irvin offered to Gandhiji to participate in second round table conference on December 1931 in London. But Gandhiji returned back again disappointed, and when he returned in India, he saw that British had begun the cycle of repression. Abdul Ghaffar Khan and Jawaharlal Nehru was arrested and Congress was declared illegal. Then Gandhiji decided to relaunch the civil disobedience movement. But now this movement do not get too much support and by 1930 it lost its momentum. Students, that's all for the day. Have a nice day.